Hang on, hang on. Before we get started, can I just say something? Azt kérdezem, miatt még elkezdenénk, hogy mondhat-e valamit.
Aha.
Eddig ez nem volt. Thank you for actually setting the clock both times we were booted up the game. The people don't take that step seriously. They just leave the clock set 12 a.m. and call it a day. But you are actually taking the time to set the clock, and I appreciate that. That's how I know that you care about this experience. You are paying attention.
I don't even have any way of knowing if the time you are setting that correct.
Geci, nem is tudja, hogy most normálisan
Figyelj, még egyszer. Tell you what, it'll make you a deal.
Since you've been so cooperative, next time you boot up the game and see the screen, just set the clock to your favorite time. It's a favorite time. Go ahead, pick whichever time you want, even the correct time. You earn it. Alright, check with the video now. Jó van, jó van. Igen, mert amikor először beléptünk, akkor is kérte, hogy adjam meg mennyi az idő, nem is értettem.
Mi a kedvenc óra?
Nincs ilyen. Van
biztos?
Ilyen? Neked van. És ránéz az órára, 6 óra vagy mi?
Hát a 6 óra ez egy pont egy tök jó kinéző, nem 18. 18 óra, vagy nem tudom, 20 óra is jó még, 22 óra is. Nem?
Hát így kedvenc időm. Nekem szerintem.
Éjfél.
Minden, ami reggel 9 után van.
Dél is ilyen menőnek hangzik. Nem?
10 óra este. Na.
This is the story of man Stanley.
Megkaptad?
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on the keyboard.
Mi van?
Orders came to him from a monitor
Mivel?
on the desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day, every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-winning, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy. And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
Igen, ez lófasz, ez nem a kettő. Hozod vördült a játékhoz.
No one showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
Okay.
Nagy folyam.
Na várj!
All of his coworkers were gone. What could it mean?
Most meg kell próbálni 5-ször kinyitni, és kapok egy trófát.
Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the trophy? Click a door 5 times? Is that all you think a trophy is worth? No. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition.
Yep.
I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true noble cause. Perhaps 50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks.
Szerinted?
Jó.
No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this trophy to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort. I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want to see commitment, a willingness to go all the way no matter the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
Ez hol van?
4-10.
4-17. Ez az vastom hol van? Jó, várjál. Melyik az?
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
837.
537 és az visszafele? Vagy nem?
80.
Excellent. I think we're getting somewhere. Now, door 415. Let's give it 10 clicks or so.
415. 10 klik. Szabad.
Ezt nem hiszem.
Van 4-15. 10.
Now, back to door number 437.
37, de mondta a klikket.
Let's see. How about you click on, well, I don't know, the copy machine?
Jó. Ez hol van?
Várjál. Hamarosan hallgass, csak hallod a hangját.
All right, back to room 417. I'm really feeling it now. I think we're getting somewhere.
4-17.
Már.
Okay, now go climb on employee 419's desk.
Hogy?
Yes, this is great. You're putting it all on the line, Stanley. I like that. All right, let's keep it up. Go give me a few clicks on door 416. We've almost got it. Now the copy machine, do that one again.
Copy machine.
Finish it up, Stanley. 5 clicks on door 430. Yes! We did it! Oh, wow. That felt amazing. Oh, you really earned it, Stanley. Nothing could hold you back. Yes, I'm very proud of how far we've come today.
Megszokhatott el a trófáért, nem csak a klik. Mik voltak még trófik?
Az, hogy gyere vissza.
Hova?
Itt a tesztrófea. Csütörtökön vagy kedden. Játszak egész nap, Stanley parabolt. Annyian trófea 8, speedrun, complete the Stanley parabol 4 perc, 22 másodperc alatt. Setting World Champion.
Nem tudom.
Nem tudom.
Sok 8-asok.
Ne játsz 10 évig Stanley parabol.
Sok 8-asok csinálják, mert csak nézzük meg, hogy mennyi 8-as.
Hát ez rengeteg, de nem hiszem, hogy ez segítene, szerintem a izébe kell beírni a keypadbe, nem?
Igen, de hányszor?
Hát kurva sokszor, hát úgyis szólni fog, hogyha kész van, azt nem számolom meg, mert rengeteg. Azt szeretnél? Megnézhetjük.
Miért nem? Szórakozunk a Stanley parabolos játék.
Yet there's not a single person here either.
Tök jó.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's
nyitom.
office, hoping he might find an answer. Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
Na, újra kezdte?
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, what dark secret was being held from him. What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Azon gondolkodom, hogy sokszor megcselízért, hogy kimész, akkor változ ki valami.
Nem hiszem. Szerintem nem.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Ezért is megnézhetnénk szerintem.
Bármit, akkor most is szórakozhatunk.
Escape-et vödör nélkül, akkor körbe tudnak nézni, hogy ott mi van ma. Azt először csináltuk, direkt végigszaladtam inkább rajta. Akartam nézegetni. Meg itt vannak izék is. Hát van a 413-as, azt hiszem, akit kirúgtak.
Igen. Sok minden van.
Meg van valami 200 valahanyas.
The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen. And Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
Ott van, akit kirúgtak, és ott van valaki, a 234-es. Azzal van valami, de nem látom innen, hogy mi.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept his own life in someone else's control.
Nem tudom, az 234.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? Here was the proof, the heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions, happy or sad or content, walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life, for he would dismantle the control. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then? Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though. This version of it has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored buttons, or maybe this big red button, or this door, everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? One soul? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley. You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoil for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving. It's just seconds ticking away to your You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene. Every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing.
It is bezáró.
Just you being blown to pieces. Would you cling desperately to your frail life? Or would you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count.
Ez itt bezárult egyből, mint ez volt. Ez hol megy ez a...
And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment you fade in until the moment I say...
Segített?
Hogy be kéne nézni?
Nem tudom, lehet. Szerintem az ajtó mindig bezárul, hogyha közel megyek.
És ha előtte, nem tudom. Fogalmas így.
Most azt mondja, hogy nem tudunk mit csinálni.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Volt egy employee, akit meg kell keresni, a 200-ból a hányas?
Ki?
Várjál? 423, őt rúgták ki, nem? Vagy hülye vagyok?
Ez ilyen mi van? Logdi ilyen.
Farted. Kifingott. Csak már 200... az igen, fejtettem. 200 valahányos is volt.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
234-es volt szerintem.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Ez a narrátor véget, de van egy speedrun, ez nem elég gyors.
Stanley had now gotten himself so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun so far off the beaten path that it seemed the office had begun to so far off the beaten path. You didn't think I was actually just a recording, did you? What a silly and trite explanation that would be. All the back and forth between you and me, all the absurd adventures we've been through, and it all turns out I'm just a tape recording? It was all just in Stanley's head. I bet that's the kind of twist you think is revelatory. I bet each and every time you watch a movie where it turns out all to be in the main character's imagination, you must absolutely bolt off the couch in pure shock at the phenomenal and intricate storytelling. It must be so simple to be you. Life being an unending waterfall of surprises and delights. How much more exciting you must find the world than the rest of us do. Now I've become sad. Look what you've done to me. This is all your fault.
Speedrun.
Ha megkapjuk.
Kaptuk egy magyarul?
Először neked.
Köszönöm. Nem tudom, megkapjuk-e. Nem hiszem. Nézd meg az escape
All
room-ot.
of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Köszönöm.
Hm?
Mutatod?
Ez benne van.
Nem.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
Szerintem pont ezért miért csinálja.
Mi?
Ez pont a speedrun miért csinálja.
Lehet amúgy, igaz lehet. Nem tudom, melyik a leggyorsabb végig.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Tudtam.
Azért tudnám elképzelni, hogy vödörrel beugrani oda, ahol az előbb voltunk, de...
Ja, amikor leugrasz izére? Mármint a...
Igen, de akkor vinni a vödröt.
Igen, de van olyan is, hogy együtt haltak meg. Akkor csak
Tudom, de ez nem tudom, hogy ez számít-e. Az nem egy vég, csak meghaltál, nem? Akkor csak visszarak az elejére.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death. The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death. As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Okay.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Igen. Ne terved?
Hát megnézni ezért. Ezt a helyen.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance,
No.
death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Ez a hely, nem? Innen kezdem.
Igen.
Oké. Végig megyünk, igen, az eddig oké. És megvan. Igen, és aztán ott van a 2, szóval ki lehet menni. Számítógép.
Van gombok, nézd.
Igen.
És visszafelé.
Mindjárt megnézem.
Úgy 31, 4, 36. Ez mi van? Van ilyen izé. Ez.
Ez? Ez mi a fasz?
Tudom. Warzone.
Igen, csak izé. Azt mondták, hogy volt egy ilyen ending, ahol ilyen világvége lett volna, és akkor alienekkel kellett volna harcolni a Stanleynek. Igen.
Mi?
Money.
Úgy így szopat, hogy ilyen lehetséges izéket is mutat.
Hát azt mondták, hogy ez csak izé. Cargo lift. Ja, az, ami átvisz, vagy mi? De ez nem úgy néz ki.
Telefon.
Basz meg.
Van 2.
Apartment timer. Ez mi? Mi ez? Az eddig modell. Ja, ezeket, amiket ott hagytak, ezeket nem.
The game is not bold.
Ezek azok, amiket ott hagytak.
Azok olyan fel.
Nem engedi. Trailers. Oké. Hát ezek ilyen elhagyatott dolgok. Na várjál. Meeting room. On option.
Obey.
Obey, disobey.
Obey.
Large maintenance, igen.
Option 2.
Two option. Igen. Igen. Defending on how you enter. One option. Hogy lehet eljutni oda? A Ventál is el lehet jutni a maintenance-be. Legalábbis az volt a terv. Többféle design volt. Jó, hát akkor az a baj, hogy itt sok mindenre jövök rá.
Ott van vetítés is.
Itt, azt néztük.
Mi? From...
Are you gay? Gay? Mi ezeket, amiket írtak?
Mint mi?
Narrátor e-mailek.
Igen. Mit miért adjuk így? Mi? Sem az izé?
Stanley Office.
Most azt mondja, nem study office.
Ez evolúciója a Stanley Office-nak.
Ez úgy néz ki.
Ez egy ilyen múzeum. Oké. Ez mi? Countdown room. Ja. Felle. Az a kijárat. Countdown next. Freedom ending.
Visszamol, megvárnánk vizét.
Szerintem ez nem arra van. Csak mutogatja. Azt mondja, hogy ez a early konceptje a Countdown lesznek. A boss office. Az óra. Erre mi van? Igen, itt van a...
Then he pushed the number 4.
Oké.
Bármi meg tud nyomni a number 4-t.
Azt jelzik outtake-ek, azok, amik ilyen nem vettek fel. Tehát azt is körbejártuk, ezen az oldalon nem olyan sok minden volt. Szia, nyomkodom. Itt már csak a kijárat van.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. how they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Yes.
Listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to
No.
beat this game.
Kikapcsoljuk!
Igen.
As long as you